Welcome back to Chicago Independent Television. We now see two more segments back to back, continuing our coverage of the Chicago protests for peace and immigrant rights on the 6th anniversary of the start of the Iraq War.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next First Family of the United States of America.
For most Americans, the war in Iraq has gone under the radar since the election of Barack Obama. However, thousands of activists marched in Chicago's Pilsen neighborhood calling for an end to the war in Iraq on its 6th anniversary. In addition to the activists, families, police, and at least one turtle witnessed the protest, which was initially not supposed to happen.
Across the city today, thousands of people are celebrating St. Patrick's Day. And the mayor of this city tried to stop us from marching because of the parade. But we're here, and we prevail, and we're going to march until we win.
I fought during the initial invasion of Iraq, and after the country found out there was no weapons of mass destruction in Iraq, I basically turned against the war. I didn't feel like there was any honor in what we were doing over there. And really with the expansion, Obama's planning of or escalating the war in Afghanistan, I'm not sure I really agree with it, and I really don't know if it's necessary.
The Iraq war, it was all lies, just for power, just money. For the money, they're doing it.
End the occupation now!
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 Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Iraq!
Free, free Iraq!
Free, free Iraq!
Free, free Iraq!
In 22 days, from the end of December to the third week of January, in 22 days, 1,400 Palestinians were killed by the Israeli military and government. With U.S. fighter jets, U.S. helicopters, U.S. tanks, the Israeli government and military killed 1,400 Palestinians in a 3-week massacre. Over 5,000 Palestinians were injured as well. Over half of those injured were women and children. It wasn't a war, as the U.S. media tried to make it seem, as the corporate mainstream media tried to make it seem. It wasn't a war between Hamas and Israel. It was a war by Israel against the Palestinian people. A war that tried to devastate Palestinian society, tried to destroy the Palestinian infrastructure. But the Palestinian people, together, united in a united front against their oppressors, did not allow that to happen. The Palestinian people fought back and were victorious against that Israeli aggression. We must know that our government in the U.S. supports Israel diplomatically, militarily, and politically. We must also know that the response by the Israelis after that 22-day siege has been even more dangerous. What has happened, as many of you know, is that the ultra right wing in Israel has been asked to form the new government. Benjamin Netanyahu, who's an ultra-rightist, has been asked to unite with the ultra-right in Israel to form the new government. We know about the Minutemen in our communities here in the United States. Israel's new government is going to be like the Minutemen. Israel's new government is trying to kick all Palestinians off of their historic land. But we say no. The Palestinian people say no, and our supporters that are here today say no as well. And we appreciate that support from all of you against the war in Iraq and Afghanistan and Palestine, and against occupation, and in support of immigrant rights. And I just want to say one last thing. It was correct to boycott South Africa during the apartheid days. It was correct when U.S. popular musicians said, we're not performing there. We're going to boycott all of their cultural institutions. And that is what the Palestinian International Liberation Movement is doing. Boycotting Israeli institutions, cultural institutions, businesses at every turn. That's what we need your help with. Thank you very much for being here today.
I'm Andy Thayer, and you're watching Chicago Independent Television.
I see the soul of a nation. Must be true, 'cause I've seen it on TV.
Does Comcast hate God? Let's find out.
Well, Comcast blocked internet traffic, which allowed internet users to upload and download online copies of the Bible. So yes.
There you have it. Clear evidence that Comcast hates God. Help protect God. Visit these websites to learn more and get involved. Comcast, it's blocktastic.